Hi, boys and girls. Happy Sunday to everyone. Wish we could see you in person, but we're going to keep doing this until we can be together again. So today I wanted to talk about a word that Pastor Stan is going to be introducing us to called abide. And I was trying to think of how to explain this to the children because it's kind of a hard word to understand. So abiding is kind of like leaning on Christ, relying on Him. And so I thought of this little frog. I remembered that I had this frog in my closet of Sunday school. And I remembered that there's something called fully rely on God. It's called an acrostic. And that means we look at the letters I had to write it backwards. This is really hard for me, guys. F.R.O.G. I had to write it backwards because on camera you can see that it's backwards. So I had to write it backwards so it looks right to you guys. But it says F.R.O.G. frog, fully rely on God. That is our acrostic that we're going to try to remember. So fully, you know what that means, right? It means all the way, completely. Relying, what does that mean? Like trusting or leaning on. On, of course, that's easy, right? It's not under, it's not behind, it's on. And then God. We know God. He's our Savior, right? Our powerful Savior. So we're going to try to remember that frog, fully rely on God. Now, what do you and I rely on? Do we really trust and lean on God all the time, fully? Or are we relying on something else? Some people might rely on money. And on the back of our bills, it actually says, and it's going to be backwards to you guys, in God we trust. If you can see that. So do we really trust in God? Or do we trust in our money? How about, some of us might rely on ourselves, right? Let's see if I can make myself, there we go. I'm kind of in the mirror there. Some of us might rely on ourselves and we think, I can do this myself, right? I don't need anybody to help me. I don't need God. I don't need my parents. I could do this myself. Well, that's not really relying on God, is it? That's relying on ourselves. Some of us might rely on people. So how about our families? You might rely on your family to help you through things. And that's okay, but we also need to put God before our family, don't we? And how about luck? Some people just count on luck. They rely on their luck. That's a scary one to me because sometimes you have bad luck. Do you believe in good luck and bad luck? I don't know. I think it's God in charge, right? We can't really believe that luck is going to help us get through hard things. Or some people rely on stuff, like cars and motorcycles and all the stuff that makes them happy. But that's not always going to make us happy, is it? How about let's rely on God, right? The cross reminds us of Jesus that we just celebrated last week. Jesus dying on the cross for us. So that's really who we need to lean on, right? Is God. Fully lean on God. We might trust cars and airplanes to get us where we're going. We trust the bank to give us money. We trust people to do what they say they're going to do. We might trust our own abilities, ourselves, right? If we are believers in Jesus, we have trusted God to save us. But we do trust Him to keep us and provide us and lead us in the choices we make. That's what we should do, right? So right now, it's really difficult, I think, even for your parents to rely and trust on God completely because of this virus, this crazy virus that just is hanging on and won't go away and is keeping us from doing all the things that we want to do, that we love to do, to see our friends and our families and go out to eat and play in the parks and come to church and see each other, right? So we really just need to fully rely on God and remember that He is in charge. Remember, F.R.O.G, fully rely on God. We might not understand it, and it might seem a little crazy right now, but we have to fully rely on God. So there's a Bible verse that says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. So remember, we said to lean on God. We can't lean on ourselves or our own understanding because we don't really understand what's happening right now. So we just have to trust God fully with our own hearts and lean on Him every day. Trust in the Lord your God with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. All right, it was great to be with you guys today, boys and girls. And I hope that you all have a wonderful week and that you stay safe and that we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.